On the 20th of September 2012, Adams & Adams hosted the first ever gathering of African IP professionals, with 50 delegates in attendance from 25 different African countries. The attendees were invited to enjoy a day of presentations and associate networking in what is sure to become an annual event. ANA Chairman Dario Tanziani kicked off proceedings by explaining ANA's role in assisting their clients in obtaining IP protection in Africa.
It is said by many in the know that Africa is the new Asia, the new tiger economy, or should I say the lion that awakes. Barely a decade after, The Economist magazine labelled us the hopeless continent. Now, in a recent World Bank report, it was estimated that foreign direct investment in Africa will reach $150 billion in 2012, up from $84 billion in 2010. Our government will soon be publishing an IP policy document, and we will have to stand ready to put forward reasoned arguments to ensure that our policymakers are informed by balanced views. We know that the companies who can make it happen in Africa, our clients, want to be sure that their technologies and their brands, their plant varieties, which can produce bumper crops, are going to be safe here in Africa. We are committed to seeing the IP systems develop to the point where our developed country business partners have full confidence in us.
Associate networking and the increased interest in IP on the African continent was echoed throughout the day.
I think it's fantastic meeting the Adams & Adams team. I also have a better understanding of why they ask us to do things in a certain way. You know, before we just get instructions and we'll ask ourselves why. You know, sometimes we feel they're being difficult. But now with this, we understand what is expected of us. And I believe that when I do get back to Ghana, I'll be able to talk to my people and we will deliver, you know, based on my understanding of what is expected of us.
IP in Africa has been growing. I mean, I think the past 5 years, we've seen an uptick in the intellectual property protection in Africa in general. People who actually own intellectual property assets around the world seeking to protect them in Africa. And I think the growth is there to be seen.
The progress has been made. I believe there is a hope for IP matters in Mozambique. And the registry has been doing a good job fighting the backlog of the certificates. The good thing is that networking and knowing that there is someone there, it makes a difference, and Adams & Adams makes it happen.
A good pleasure and honor for our firm to be invited here to share experiences from other agents here.
Being here, I feel special, I'd say. It's a family, 54 countries represented. I would assume all of us are top-tier firms in our country. So it's recognition for myself and for my firm. There is a slow change, but it's happening now when it wasn't before. So that's hopeful.
There's a huge appetite in terms of intellectual property consumption in my country, and this has been complemented by, I think, the attitude of the intellectual property owners. Ultimately, I believe, in order to give Adams & Adams a good service, and when we give them a good service, it also works well for us because we do get the work. We do want them to succeed, and I believe that when they succeed, we succeed too.
IP is key because IP cuts across all industries. Whatever transaction you're doing in Nigeria, you have IP issue. Even though we've had several meetings with Adams & Adams, but never in this magnitude. It's probably meeting the partners I work with. But for today, I've had different partners in other departments speak how their expectations and how to manage clients' expectations. There is certainly value added.
Lots of businesses from South Africa have moved to Tanzania, and all these have intellectual or industrial property issues. We began to develop relations with Adams & Adams.
It's with great excitement that we are here because for the first time, the reputable offices of Adams & Adams is organizing a regional meeting to learn from Adams & Adams how proper IP practice should be focused.
I think being here at Adams & Adams has been very special. And the key thing is really being able to network with like-minded associates. The second key thing is really being able to see how to leverage the technology platform to be able to serve our clients better.
First and foremost, it's a great pleasure to be here. It's a good opportunity to meet the partners and associates of Adams and Adams, from whom we receive a lot of work. And it's also a good networking opportunity with my colleagues in the other African countries. There has been a tremendous improvement in the processing of trademarks in the trademarks registry, coming with computerization that has happened in the registry and the online publication of the Kipi Journal.
I think the intellectual property field in Malawi has been growing every year. We see changes, and there are also improvements taking place at the Industrial Property Office in Malawi. My firm has dealt with Adams and Adams for a couple of years now, and so we've become acquainted with people at Adams and Adams, but only names. So coming to this meeting and getting to meet them personally, it does help, because then we're able to put names to the faces, the names that we've known for some time. So that's, that helps a lot.
With our own offices in 10 African countries and plans to open more offices in the near future, Adams and Adams opens Mother Africa's door to our clients. Our skills, knowledge and network pave the way to embracing her wisdom. So you too can free up your hands by using your head. Adams and Adams. Your unfair advantage from Pretoria to Lagos and from Cape Town to Cairo. In Africa, with you all the way.